Hi, everybody. I think it's live now. It says it is. This is Breaking Fairy. I'm your host, Fox Esmeralda, sometimes known as Joyce. I'm on my bed right now, so, don't judge. Today, as you can see by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about bullying, criticism, and this is yet another live because I am still too lazy to actually film and upload because it takes hours to upload. I don't know if it should or shouldn't, but that is what's going on. I think you can see me when I switch over. So, on this channel, we are working to destroy the Tinkerbell myth, which is when people believe that fairies are much like Tinkerbell herself. Soft, helpful, gentle little folks. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the bullying I myself have received and how you might go about your day without getting questioned at every turn. And so here is my story. It's not the same for everybody. Some people might get physically bullied. I just get verbally bullied. You may not think this is bullying. I know I've been told this is not bullying, but my parents, my grandmother, a lot of my friends online have told me this is harassment. Verbal bullying should not be allowed. So, it started back in second grade. Life was great. I had a few friends. I liked to read. I was a fairly smart kid. At least I hope so. But like all kids, I managed to get sucked into a lie one of the others created. And I know it's a lie today because they've told me. So this kid, let's call her Pixie. She wore a plastic jewel necklace, I think it was purple, and claimed it had magical powers. Ooh, that she could control ice and, snow and whatever. Elsa had not existed at this point, so I didn't think, oh, hey, she just saw that movie. That makes no sense. Like, come on. I was excited. I liked ghosts. My grandmother had already talked about fairies a lot. Magic had to exist. She had to be telling the truth, right? No. She obviously was not. So I went home that night, searched up YouTube videos about how to get ice powers. I wanted to be like her, magic. So I watched a few, I tried them all, even tried turning into a grandmother a few times turning into a mermaid, not my grandmother. I even tried turning into a mermaid a few times at my grandmother's house. Later on. If Grandma Redhead is watching this, honestly, she will remember that, I think. But the next day I went to school and I told them I had ice powers now too. They told me, Pixie told me, I was lying. Fox, I have the necklace, not you. And so at recess, I decided to prove it. Because, like a kid, I was stupid. I summoned up all my abilities. I was like, yes, I must now create ice. And to my surprise, I heard this voice. And it was like in the back of my ear almost, not like in my head. It was like in my ear. And they were like, most people would think that if I heard a voice while I was trying to perform ice magic, I am Christian, that the voice would be magical, amazing, enchanting. No, it said, you idiot, stop that. So what happened next seemed like second nature, and I told it to move, go north. And the voice, which to this day I know is a wind spirit, wind sprite, not spirit, sprite, Sprite. I think it's one. I mean, they told me they were, but could be a ghost too. Who knows? They followed my order, which made me so excited. I was like, whoa, guys, look, I am magic. And it went fast. It was powerful. Pixie was like, come on, you haven't done anything yet. And so I was like, I commanded it out loud to stop. And the wind did. And I was like, ha, ha, I have magic. And the sprite said, no, I just follow your orders. You are half fairy. And I was like, it's not as cool. I mean, it was cool, but like, I think you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. So the years went by, and I learned my name was Wispwings, and how I was daughter of blah, 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 whatever. Point is, I was an idiot. The bullying began because I announced my newfound identity to the class. I'm not even joking you. I was that much of an idiot. And a lot of you are saying, but Fox, why wouldn't that be okay? Like, most kids are accepting. No. People started asking me what fairy they were. If you're the fairy of the wind, then who am I? All sarcastic, like, And because at that point in time, I believed that everyone was a fairy until they hit 13, when they turn an adult and when their powers get wiped away, and yeah. People constantly told me I just wanted to learn math, and then I hear, fairies aren't real. Fairies don't exist, Fox. I think you can hear that. I hope you could hear that. And so, is all the way up till now. Actually, so we're gonna sort of bookend it a bit. 7th grade. Over the years, I just got sick and tired of it to the point where I literally started emailing the principal. I did that. The principal was like, "What? Why on earth would you email me? That makes no sense. Like, you're just a kid. Well, obviously, I need your help, so stop blabbering like that and just help me, please." I still email the principal. Anywho. So yeah, as the years go by, I keep telling people get sent to the principal's office. They get empty threats. If you continue doing that, we shall suspend you. I told on this one kid probably over 8 times, and they said on the second time, or like by the third time, we're gonna get suspended. They've never been suspended. I'm still salty about that, but here are some tips that I'd like to tell you so that you yourself do not get sucked into bullying. If you have any questions, there's a live chat right now. Somebody's watching. It says they're watching anyway. I have no idea if they actually are. Please leave a comment if you are. So, the first tip is quite obvious. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't tell people. People are going to not take you seriously. They're not going to trust you anymore. They're going to think, oh, she's just a big liar. He's just a big liar. What are they talking about? That makes no sense. Don't tell people. If you don't tell people, they don't know. They can't bully you about it if they have no idea that you believe this. They can pick on you about something else instead. That sounded so sad, honestly. It sounded really, really sad. If you do tell somebody because you think you can trust them, like I did this year, I told somebody because they were very, very nice and they were acting like they were my friend. And so if you do tell somebody and they start being rude and bullying, tell the principal. Send them an email, much like I did. Do something like that, because at some point you'll become untouchable. If you just keep sending people to the principal's office, the principal will start actually cracking down. I know this because he did at one point. And soon enough, they just will stop because they don't want to go through the trouble of sitting in the principal's office getting yelled at. Be firm. Don't back down. If they ask about it, be honest. If they're mean, destroy them. I'm kidding. What I mean by that is, you should always tell the truth about it. Like, if somebody walks up to you and asks, Joyce, do you still believe in fairies? That is me, by the way. Like I told you earlier, some call me Joyce. If one of them walks up to me and says, Joyce, do you still believe in fairies? I will always tell them yes. It's their choice. I was honest. It is totally their choice if they wish to be mean now. Completely their choice. And get support from other people who believe you. For instance, if back in, I believe, 3rd grade, I ran into a girl who started telling me about fairies, and I was like, hold on, girl, what are you talking about? Like, and she was like, oh, I should have known you would be mean too. And I was like, no, you're misunderstanding me, girl. Like, come on, I believe in them too. She was like, what? She had somehow managed to fall into fairyland. Life is great. We think that she might have stepped into a fairy ring, which is dangerous, but she got out, so we don't know. So she is my best friend to this day, and as the years went by, we just sort of started collecting people who did believe us. New people would come into the school, and we'd tell them that that's number 5, but you'll see. If the entire grade knows, this is number 5, by the way, and a new kid shows up, tell them before it can spread. They will be sarcastic. The grade will be sarcastic. They will be like, oh yeah, she believes in fairies. Like, sometimes we like to mess with her a little bit, you know. So walk up to them before they have a chance to hear it from anybody else. I do this all the time. And sometimes it's hard. You have to walk up to them, be honest, be completely honest. You have to smile and say, like, just tell them, hey, I believe in fairies. I don't need you to believe me. I just need you to respect me and my beliefs. Just like, and you know, if you become friends with some of the popular kids, just like stick up for me and tell them to leave me alone. Like, that might be nice too. I mean, you're not under any, you know. I've done that. No, I haven't. I've tried to do it, but I always get too nervous and chicken out. Anywho. So that is today's episode. I'm so very proud that I can just tell you about this and help some of the people out there who deal with this every day. This is verbal bullying, harassment. It's never okay for somebody to do. And so, adjusting the camera a little bit. Just be nice to people. There's no use to bully. Like, come on, they will help you if they need to. It's not that bad, guys. Help somebody out. If they can't reach that book, pull it down for them. Smile at them. Force them to read your favorite book. I mean, it all comes down to, I'm kidding. Don't force them to do anything they don't want to. Yeah. So, this has been Breaking Fairies. I am your host, Foxing Emeralda, sometimes known as Joyce. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I am at the Modern Ranger, _modern _ranger, because I'm obsessed with Ranger's Apprentice. It says Ranger's Apprentice, but it's kind of backwards, so. Anywho, like, subscribe. I think that's about it, actually. What's that button for? Sorry, give me a second. There's this weird arrow button. Anywho, I'm sorry. I shall see you next time I post, and not really uploading, I guess, because this is live. I am dragging this on and on. See ya!